The winds have been whispering of what's to come, but every time the words are about to leave my tongue, some obstacle arises, some unstoppable force. My deepest fear awakens fate's unstoppable course, but there's so much I still don't see. Never thought your second in command would be high in the mountains where they train the elite. Orphan amongst all this nobility, you with your aim, mark of passage and speed, with riches and power in your family tree. But injustice strains all your loyalty, desire and duty's the balance between. The winds have been whispering of what's to come, foreboding whispers, whispers to thunder. Your castle walls crumbling one by one against the blood-red sky. You ride on phantom. I fight for what's right. Some may call me naive, but nothing can put out the flame in me. The goddess of spring, life and death she bring, taken from war, raised in Iden's ministry. Two silver lions from different packs are shut off my shelteredness, freedom at last. I pray what I've seen does not have to be done, for the winds have been whispering. The winds have been whispering.
everyone, and welcome back to Songwoven, Eira, Bryn, Dawnbreak. I am your ever-present, ever-here, ever kind of loud narrator, Tim Dontran. And, of course, I am also here with my 3 other fellow cast members. Can we please introduce ourselves, starting with Emma? Hey guys, it's me, I'm Emma, and I play Lucia, Luzardi, a little cleric of...
Wait, you're calling her Lucia. That's like something Melody would do.
Yeah.
I play
Lucia
Luzardi.
Luzardi. That's her name.
Lose nerdy.
Lose nerdy. I know you're laughing at me, Tim.
Lucia Luzardi. A cleric of, what the fuck? Because she's the one with the apple. Adun.
I'm Emma. I'm sorry, my voice is not really here today, fam, but I'm with you in the chat and in spirit.
For the people listening on audio, that is Emma. That is not anyone trying to do like a I did a villain turn. I turned into a villain and I got scarred before because of it. Kind of like, character transformation.
Yeah. Lucia got punched in the throat, so.
For Melody. Thank you for being here, Emma.
Love you all.
I'm Cole. I play Albert. I'm an Albert. My name is Albert, and I play Cole. And I'm a little hickey boy, hickster rogue, little trickster hickster. What's up?
Am I supposed to be mouthing?
Your eyes are doing a lot for me.
Every time we mouth something, Timmy has to fill it in and dub in.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Fuck you! Yeah, well, that's what I'm... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's what Oh, Timmy's a fucking bitch. I hate this motherfucker. For the people listening on audio... I'm just being crazy right now. And I'm Jenny. I'm with Valora. The Queen of the Silver Lions.
That's what Valora often says.
Exactly. What was that? What was that again, Jenny? Oh, yeah. I can't do this shit. I can't do
Tim,
this.
I think your bit is collapsing. Tim.
I can't do this. You guys are I don't want to be left in silence by myself. This is bad.
So we shoved Timmy in a room to talk to himself.
Yeah, this session, Tim is voicing all our characters, and we're just gonna watch and nod.
We try to lead him on based on what we do with our body. Like if I go he'll be he'll get it. Yeah.
Okay, let's just do this, and then we'll upload it as a podcast.
Okay.
Audio listeners, you can tell I am thinking about you. And we're Songwoven. Okay, now that we got through that torture.
So, just so you guys know, we're adding Emma in post. So.
Emma, I know it's kind of...
You don't want to hear this the entire time.
Emma, I know it's kind of tough
right illustrious sound that's just so gorgeous and just makes you really want to lean into it.
Oh, like butter.
I'm surprised this doesn't happen to Lucia more often. The way she tends to talk.
I know. Isn't it weird that her voice doesn't do this to me, but screaming on a roller coaster does?
Okay. So, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and let's start doing the recap.
So last time there was a newspaper that came out called the Hafan Courant, and talking about an attack in Lariva, saying that Auroran agitators attacked a Mercy encampment and killed someone. And people are really mad about it. And there was this opinion piece too that called them like all these, saying like, why did they live in the cold isolation? Because they don't like people and they suck, basically. And was pretty racist, to be honest.
I do think people that like the cold are probably bad people. I agree.
Yeah, Timmy. Anyways,
What me?
You're like the person who likes the cold the most here, I think.
Why am I being acted upon?
Listen, if you keep it cold in your house, you're a terrible person.
Basically a terrorist.
Me. It's me.
Yeah, now you're coming against two of us. This is how Songwoven splits.
Me.
It's me.
That's what I was trying to do.
I could tell.
Okay, Emma, hit it.
It's me.
No, stop.
Someone
You're
silence
gonna
her.
hurt yourself.
Silence her. Someone silence her now.
Chat.
Unfortunately, that's a cleric spell.
Mods, get her.
But then, so there were a bunch of angry students bullying Vesper and the other Blue Wolves. And so we were all like, guys, stop, you're stupid and ugly. And I didn't say that, but we told them to stop and got between them. And then the knights broke it up and were like, go to class. And then Cole followed them and threw, was it paint on them?
It was like one of those like paint bombs.
Oh yeah, he threw a paint bomb on them. And we went to class and found out about the tournament starting tomorrow. So we all entered the duos tournaments. Valora's with Reinwald. Robin is with VPA, a noble from Konica. And Cole and Lucia are going to work together as part of their training Lucia for the Melody Bowl this weekend. And they also made plans to go investigate the graveyard because they remembered that the professor had been really upset the prior day. And the professor had been having a really hard time the prior day and had to call out even today. So they were going to see if they could find out like if maybe a student died on that day or something by looking in the cemetery. And then Lucia told Valora that Tamsin was the Pomeranian she saw the night before. So Tamsin had to kind of confess to Valora, but then couldn't really explain anything, which made Valora really mad. And she was very frustrated by it. But she was also on a level of exhaustion and 2 levels of strife. So she's not really that great right now. But then we left class so that Lucia can go off to her tutoring for reading lessons, and but Cole and Lucia are planning to break into Melody's room at some point and try to get an edge up for the Melody Bowl. And Valora walked by Vesper's room on the way to her room and gave them a hug, and they talked, and Vesper called her oh my gosh, Dawnheart. They called her Dawnheart. And then Valora was like, wow, they're just like so sweet despite everything. Now I'm gonna go cry in my room. And that's where we left off. Oh, and they invited her to a gathering with the Blue Wolves that night that they're having.
Yeah. And just a real quick amazing recap. Thank you so much, Jenny. But real quick, on the top of the session, I need to speak from the heart for a second. So, guys, burnout is a thing. It happens, and a lot of And it's something that, I have kind of like definitely suffered from over time. The chase for just getting things done and some kind of like unnatural climb to perfection that's way more harmful than it is gratifying. And like you guys, you really need to like take care of yourself. So like what I would do is that I would go to ianpublishingrpg.com, and then I would go look up great products that I think could help alleviate my tensions, good high quality products. And then I would use affiliate code Songwoven for a funny little 5% off that not only saves me money, but puts money into the pockets of people that put a lot of time and work really hard and tell good stories objectively.
You could see me eyeing him skeptically the second he started that whole thing, because I was like, is this leading to the promo? I was thinking in my head.
I was thinking it too. I was like, he would have talked to us first if we're taking a break or something. Like,
that's what I thought. Yeah. But also in my head though, I was like, but if Tim needs a break, we'll give it to him.
I was just like, normally he would have said something before.
I looked upon all three, thinly veiled skepticism all around. I am not trusted by anyone.
I knew the second you said one more thing, I was like, it's the promo. But then you started talking about the burnout thing, and I was like, okay. And he's gonna say you should go shop. Okay.
Treat yourself. That's what Tim's trying to say. Treat yourself.
But hey, legitimately, in all honesty, I would go to ianpublishingrpg.com, put all the funny little products, and then use affiliate code Songwoven for 5% off, and get it into get money into the pockets of other people that I really care about, and save myself money. That's what I would do, honestly.
And A5e is cool.
That's
why we've
awesome.
been playing it for years now. It's been like 2 years now.
Yes. Oh gosh, it has to be. It was the start of 2023 in Black Cards.
We started with Black Cards. Yeah.
Our stream has been an A5e stream longer than it was a 5e stream.
Whoa.
That's how cool we are.
All right, everyone. Are we ready?
Yes.
To go to Ian. I'm just kidding.
Melody Fidelity always gets her vocal rest. That's what Zenny said.
All right. The day has turned at Eira Bryn into a tense affair. But naturally, as there is an order of knights, and typically in such a place of just rigid, of social rigidity, I should say. Order is had, but order acts as a cap. Things are simmering underneath. But nonetheless, quiet and calm and has come over Eira Bryn in the meantime, because people are occupied with the things that they are obligated to do. Cool. It's been a tense day, no doubt. A day full of new things, new revelations and such. What are you doing right now?
I think I have run a few little errands, and I'm making my way kind of across the kind of campus of Eira Bryn, up towards the cemetery where I'm going to be waiting for Lucia. Just making my way there.
As you make your way there, the scene before you it unfolds before you. As you can see, dotted throughout. Both people within uniform, older individuals with who are not wearing any sort of like proper attire that shows that they're Eira Bryn, so probably people visiting from the outside. Just a small amount of people just like here to pay respects. Rows upon rows of headstones, where the length of numbers that go from start to end just seems, for a lot of them, seems a bit too short. It feels a bit too small. Some of these graves also look a bit too small. A flower, a basket of flowers has placed itself against the side of the entrance. A small note is attached to it. It says, "Take one." In it, an array of fresh flowers, of varying colors, and you can assume to many people have different meanings. Another thing that you spot, I would say, amongst the people is that there is a young man, black hair, has a very youthful appearance, despite being in such a sort of like downcasted place. He has a small bucket, a pail of water, and has a sort of like abrasive material, like a sponge. And you see he's going around, kneeling before graves and just basically giving and cleaning them. There's just one young man doing that. And as you sit there in silence, there's a very nice breeze here. There is a beautiful view over the mountainside. The placement of this place, you kind of surmise, these are people that are buried on the top of a mountain with a beautiful view. Effort has gone into burying each and every single one of these people. So there has to be some semblance of reverence, and seeing how clean and maintained some of these are. Not all, but some. This is a place where people are not forgotten, so that they will never die a true death.
I think Cole.
Oh, go ahead.
Good.
No.
I think he kind of like looks down at the basket, kind of just adjusted a little bit. Just not much to do, so he just kind of makes it look a little bit nicer. It was a little tilted, a little crooked. Fixes some of the flowers in it. And I think he'll probably just walk amongst the graves a little bit in silence. Just wander.
As you walk amongst the grave, you see that there is a small sort of like stone, sort of like partition in the middle of the place. You see that there are sort of like wooden fixtures to this, where there are like lanterns and such, equipment for probably people to seek over the to like maybe for people to watch over it at night. You see that there are multiple buckets under there, buckets that the exact kind that the boy cleaning the grave is holding, and sponges and things like that. And you see that there is a small sort of like note there as well. And it says, "Pay your respects." As you're
Girl takes note of it.
As you're going about, the young man sort of passes by you. Just complete solemn affair. But despite
Does he look familiar at all?
I would say yes to you, just in passing. Because spending the past few weeks here, you've been around sort of the knighthood here. This boy is a squire here. Usually a lot more motivated, but right now just sticking to duty. His name is Bell.
Is that Bear Trap Boy?
That's Bear Trap Boy.
Okay.
He's cleaning.
I don't know Bear Trap Boy, but
He's just cleaning up. Being respectful.
was he focusing on any one particular grave, or just kind of just cleaning?
You see that he is cleaning specific. It is important to note that, and I'm just communicating to you, Albert, so you can kind of get what I'm meaning. So I'm trying to evade these other two a little bit. But you first saw them cleaning ones with specific names. That you
Do the names look
know.
familiar?
They do.
Okay,
They do.
got it.
They sound familiar. Spends a moment over them, but then he continues to go down the row.
Excuse me.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Looking at the date on those graves, does it line up with like the day we saw?
Yes.
I think. Oh wait, I have the date written down. Where is it? Picnic. 8/8/1471.
Yes.
Or that's current year, but same date though, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Is today the anniversary? Kind of like look at one of the graves.
Oh, for these individuals, no. Just for these ones specifically, it was about like a week prior.
Gotcha. Do you know what happened?
Oh dear, just the process. Attending the academy, it gets dangerous. It's a pretty common story that you could find throughout this portion of the graveyard here.
They like died here at the school?
No. They were out somewhere else, and they were brave.
Oh.
Sorry if I'm not getting any specifics. It's just that should be it. That should be what we should remember them by. They were brave.
Can I use detect thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no. Give me one moment. So this is surface thoughts?
Yeah, surface thoughts, DC 13.
He fails. Oh no.
Yeah, so this is surface.
Okay.
Why is this a bad thing? What's happening?
Someone vamp. I gotta type.
I mean, you could say it out loud.
You don't want all of us to know?
What Belle's thinking?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna type, and then you can say it out loud if you wish, Albert.
Well, if
Okay.
you type it to
I
me,
will
I'm not going to
vamp.
say it out loud.
Today, we're vamping.
Emma, take it away.
If I were a bell, it'd go ding dong, ding
Ooh.
dong, ding.
Oh, I was
Ooh.
thinking, I can hear the bells.
I can hear the bells. Thoughts?
Thoughts. But good job, Jenny. What's
It was
another
your
song
idea.
about bells? Sing the bells, bells,
Bells,
bells,
bells, bells, bells of Notre Dame. My mic is turned up so loud. If I try to sing it in my octave, it'll be like screech.
Ah.
They gotta work faster. Emma's voice.
I typed everything.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm just trying to think. I don't have any inspiration,
If you
do I?
try to probe and you fail the DC, they become aware of you and they can kick you out of their brain.
Yeah, but I can make it so that when I probe, they might not know.
You're not like other boys.
I'm not like other boys. That's true.
When it's said with conviction, I believe.
Can I sing whistle notes? Dragmire asks, and not really. Like I've done it a couple times. I don't have very good control over it.
I think you could do it. Do some
Okay.
Ariana.
I need practice.
Fuck it. I'm gonna probe. Or going deeper.
Probe in the brain.
One day.
Okay,
we'll
so
be
he gets to make a wisdom saving throw. To see if that even happens.
He has strife.
He has
Oh.
strife.
Aw, he's all sad.
How did I know? How did I know that the fucking bear trap NPC was gonna be the most fucking damaged one?
He fails.
Okay. And then I also get to, because normally pass or fail, he would know, but I get to make a sleight of hand check opposed by his, an insight check on his part
Tell us what you're reading.
to hide it.
I wanna know.
So-
Can you show
so
me?
you're so okay. So just tell me, does he feel it?
So no, I get to make a sleight of hand check versus his insight check. If I succeed, he feels nothing, he knows nothing.
Okay.
I leave no trace.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Make your sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand. I have a D6 on this.
Number to beat is 12.
Okay. 19. So he does not know.
All right, guys. I'm gonna type real quick, but it's gonna be quick.
So yeah. So I'm probing deeper. So I get to know insight into the creature's motivations, emotional state, something that looms large in its mind.
I wanna know. Can you show?
Can you show us? We wanna know what the typing in the chat is.
Yeah. So he does not know that I am probing deeper
Okay.
because of my subclass.
Surgically probing through his brain.
But can I know?
I succeeded my insight check.
I also succeeded in my inside check. Can the players know, but the characters not know?
How long does this?
Just ignore us.
Can we have a hint?
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'll hack into Timmy's Discord real quick.
Damn it!
I was
No.
gonna say,
Okay.
Jenny bypassed the system. get us in. Chat, we're going in.
I'm in.
Okay, I pause. Your name was Belle, right? I think I seen you around. Like a night?
Yeah, I'm a squire here.
Well, nice to meet
D'Alessandro.
you. Belle what?
D'Alessandro.
Belle D'Alessandro. You been here long?
Oh, this place, it's, well, only a year. I feel like I'm making good progress. I mean, we could talk about this about the time.
I think I just get to just know. Am I just in for the rest of the duration of the spell?
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm just like confirming if any of these things are truth or if he's coming up with any lies or anything like that as we talk for the next minute.
Okay. That part is true.
Okay. The name?
Oh, Belle, that is a lie.
Okay, give me the name.
Give me 1 second. Sorry. Gotta pull out my notes. I'm gonna make this super fast. Yada 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 yada. Typing. I can also vamp while I do this.
Yada da 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 da.
Did you know with the code Songwoven? Thank you, Zenny. Did you know? Hold on, wait, what's the fucking promo again? Hold on. I'll type it in.
There you go.
There it is. Did you know if you
Oh, we
check
both
out
did it.
Level Up A5e and support our stream with our affiliate link? I sound so bad with my voice, guys. And it sounds awful.
You could also sound
And
like Emma.
you can also sound like me and use the coupon code to get Songwoven to get 5% off your order. It's a Hornbuster. Yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna work.
I'm so sorry.
Oh gosh.
It's okay. Are we still vamping?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Remember? Oh, we're not vamping anymore. Never mind.
Okay, we're back. Shit. Okay, we're back.
That name sound familiar?
No.
Okay. Where you from? Where you from?
I'm from the Fosier. Well, a Veritas crest. Sorry, I just wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm. Is that where he's from?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. You come here often to clean up graves?
Even though I don't think I personally know everyone here, I still like to pay my respects.
Oh, that's fair.
I
That's
think
fair.
the dead deserve respect too. You know?
That's true. Huh. That's a big graveyard.
A lot of love to give.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I don't want to take up too much of your time.
They have a system here. If you'd like, they have buckets and sponges over there. Everything here is maintained through just people volunteering.
Seems nice.
They really want people to come here and pay respects. So
Yeah, I get you. Well, I'm waiting for some people. I think we're gonna be taking a look around here, but
Oh, is that one over there? He kind of like ducks his head. He goes, "I'll leave you two to it."
all right, take it easy.
He gives a he gives a nod. He smiles. He looks. He just goes, "Hi, Executor," and nods and walks away. As you
Hate her.
look behind you to see, kind of like approaching already. Carving. She already carves her own sort of shape in this place. Orie Vorluing. Goes, "Hello there.
Yeah.
I believe I
Howdy.
have... Sorry, I don't... Your name escapes me. May I have your name again?"
Oh, Cole?
Cole.
Have we met?
I've seen you around. 'Cause
Oh, I think you've been. I seen you with Lucia once or twice, right? Yeah.
I'm
Nice
her...
to meet you.
She gracefully gives you a handshake. She just goes, I've spotted you around, says Lucia, and she has told me a little bit about you."
No, certainly hope nice things. I'm still kind of getting used to the place, so
She is quite...
sorry if things have been a little weird.
She is quite glowing when she speaks of others. A product
Yeah,
of her
she's
uprising.
a nice girl.
Yes, she is. Just... I know this is not quite the place to have my introduction to you, but this is a place I visit quite often. I see that you are also here.
Yeah. I don't got anyone that I really know here, but still kind of looking around.
I believe it speaks a different kind of volume that you chose to come here. Anyways, you are from
Oh, I'm from over in East Room.
East Room.
Mhm.
Quite far.
Yeah, real far. My village doesn't even really have we don't really have a cemetery. It's not even that big enough for that, but we got like little things, but not really, nothing like this.
To have the ability to be able to find a place in order to build tributes and to remember the dead. Many don't know this, but it's a luxury. No. Forgive myself. I haven't properly introduced myself. And I figured you would like to get some greater insight into the workings of this kingdom.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm here to do, kind of.
My name is...
I kind of point at the pin.
Of course. My name is Orie Vorluing.
Orie Vorluing.
People refer to me as High Executor.
What now?
My title. High Executor.
Got it. Kind of. Okay, got it. All right.
Kind of smiles at that. Sensing that you didn't get it. He goes, "My place is within the ministry, which you will find their influence quite far-reaching here."
Yeah, they seem like they got. Well, I guess I kind of like look off towards the like big fucking church thing. We don't got none of that back home, so I mean we do, but not where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
None this big.
There's quite an important distinction when it comes here to the presence and influence of the pantheon that champions us. Has Lucia ever spoken about me?
She's mentioned you, but not like in depth, I don't think.
I see.
I don't think it's really come up.
I've been with her since she was very, very young. Watched over her as she bloomed into the very wonderful young lady.
Huh. So you're like a guardian kind of thing, right? Like a
Certainly.
you're kind of like her mom or something in a way.
I wouldn't exactly say that.
Well,
Mother
I
was
mean-
too generous.
I think she said she doesn't really know her family really, so you're kind of you and what was his name? Sorry, I'm real bad with names. Arnold?
Oh, Arnaldo Lusardi.
Yeah. She said that's her dad. So, are you like a thing?
Blinks like.
Isn't
no.
she like 30?
She just kind of laughs at that. She goes, "No."
I'm still kind of getting the idea of like, there's so many people around here that are just like, there's some weird relationships. You know what I mean? So,
I suppose there is a sort of like cultural shock when it comes to this, but you'll find that here that love translates freely. Though that is not to support the thesis that I'm currently not seeing anyone. I am married to duty at the moment, as my position as executor.
gotcha. You're a working girl. Cool.
Not how I've ever heard of it before, but yes, I am a working girl. I'm sure due to the nature of the word that you might have some idea of what I do.
Some do you like, are there chickens involved? Do you like cook?
No.
Some with eggs.
Nothing with. I'm beginning to see the disparity here. I am a warrior of the ministry.
That makes sense why you got that sword. All right. That makes more sense.
I feel as if warrior begets certain thoughts. We are not violent, I would say. People who seek glory and battle, our purpose is a much more noble one.
Oh, you're like one of the knights, kind of, right?
Yes.
All right, got it. Yeah. They we ran into a few on the way here, and since I got here and stuff, I saw one getting skewered by a boar on the way here. Anyway,
Regrettable.
yeah. Well, hopefully we don't see any more like that.
That is hoping. But people here, there is a constant fight against evil.
Mm-hmm.
We fight in different ways. Executors fight to protect the name, to protect the reputation of the pantheon that champions our society. But to call us warriors would beget violent thoughts. I wouldn't call us that. How it was described to me was that we are healthcare providers.
What?
We treat sickness.
What?
One moment.
Uh-huh.
She goes, we treat sickness. We identify symptoms. We locate germs, whether they arise from within or have come from the outside, and we treat the disease.
That sounds like a doctor.
We fight to heal.
Gotcha. And then you protect Lucia.
Yes. And I will continue to do so.
must care about her a whole lot, don't you?
I'll admit, I do have some semblance of personal attachment to her.
Well, she trusts you a whole lot. She's only talked to you about you, like I said, only a little bit here and there, but she always seems real happy when she talks about you. So she must like you a whole lot.
That gladdens me.
You must have done a lot to earn her trust.
High executor, a person kind of like approaches very curtly from behind. Where Oria had a sort of graze. This person's coming in with like some kind of like objective. Someone who's wearing a ministry getup. And he just goes, he's ready to speak. Ah, I see. Well, it was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
And if you
Something wrong?
I have duties to attend to.
Oh, okay.
As a
Someone
healthcare
that's
provider,
sick, you gotta go here? Oh, got you, yeah. All right.
she takes a step off. She just goes, you can speak to Lucia in regards to a lot of the ministries and the working. She has been very diligent throughout her whole life.
Yeah. Sounds like she was taught a whole lot about the ministry, so she knows a lot about it.
Yes. And thank you. He needs a friend.
Oh, well. I'll try.
Very well for now, Cole. And walks away alongside the other member of the ministry.
Does he look familiar at all? Have I seen him?
This one, no.
Where are they heading, direction-wise?
You see that they're heading like upwards of cresting towards like the upper part of the school, which is like where the church and the administration buildings are.
What time is it? How long do I have before Lucia is supposed to meet me?
Right after school, she should be finishing up with Archibald.
So not very long.
Yeah, not too long.
Right. Shit. All right. I just watched the two of them leave.
Okay. And we are going to go. What is happening alongside this? As we rewind time a little bit, we go to Lucia. Lucia, there's no doubt in your mind that there is a heaviness in the there's a sort of heftiness in the air. And I'm gonna take a gamble on a song, right, real quick. Nah.
It's very sweet. I was gonna say it's very sweet.
I thought you were about to start singing, Lucia. You like took a breath right as it felt like someone was about to come in, and I was like,
Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Lucy, as you make your way to the usual place, there's Archibald, who is on his lonesome, but despite everything, despite everything surrounding him and what's going on in his home, he still made the time and effort to come here. Material all splayed out. He's ready to teach. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think instead of, you know how when some people are going through a tragedy, instead of talking about it and being reminded of it, they like to have something else to focus on?
Yes.
I think Lucia understands that in this moment, perhaps studying and tutoring and education is where Archie can escape for a moment from all that's happening. So she won't try to question. She won't try to, push. She's just very receptive and really trying to make sure she can provide a space where he feels like he can escape.
As you sort of situate yourself, as you come in prepared to do this, you are immediately met with like, yes, you were right. You were right to do that, because there was no small talk, nothing. Archibald wasn't that kind of a person anyway. You launch right into it. And there is, though you don't know Archibald that much yet, where you feel on the inside where he appreciates it, you do feel some semblance of like you did the exact right thing here. He gets caught up in these things. He loves being busy. The day goes on like nothing else. You do notice with your natural insight, despite everything, Archibald isn't invincible. I bit my tongue. Invincible in that regard. There are pauses in his thought. There are times where he sort of stutters and takes times to recollect himself. There is something definitely on his mind.
I think in the moments that he stutters or stumbles, she doesn't make a big deal out of it. But it will be like a light touch of her hand on his. Just a physical presence to be reminded that he's not sitting there alone. And that if he wants to speak, he can. But she's not. Yet again, she is opening the door, leaving the door open for him to walk through if he wants, or to walk by.
Everything spoken so far has been objective. It has been, we're getting this done. But everything unspoken has been about the deeper parts. It has been empathy and understanding. He acknowledges that your door is open with just a nod. And maybe for the first time speaking for Bryn, he just goes, "Thank you."
She just...
Go ahead.
Nope, you go.
And then it just goes on and continues. Just goes, when you reach a certain point, about like 40 minutes in, he just goes, I think for today, we've been really efficient. So I believe it is pertinent for us to section this off. I think we are leaving you off at a satisfactory point. I think
So,
you're doing very well.
well, I've got a good teacher. And if we've done so well today, do you think we can go get ice cream?
I think you've earned the right to reward yourself.
Can you come get it with me so I don't feel bad about going by myself and eating ice cream on my own?
Make a persuasion check.
Making you come with me, bitch. Persuasion. It is a 9.
Ice cream seems a bit much.
Okay,
Not yet.
another time then.
Though, in better circumstances, I wouldn't scoff at the idea of perpetuating your presence.
I don't know what that means, but I like hanging out with you too.
I know.
Okay, that's good.
We're exposing you.
You're exposing me, how so? And she looks down at her shirt.
I'm not exposed in
She
any
does.
way,
He
shape, or
doesn't look
form.
up. He's writing. He doesn't look up. As you look down, his finger comes out to your forehead and tilts it up, and then he continues writing. He does.
How? Why?
It is over her head, all of it.
It will come to you in due time. Right now, I'm
Okay.
writing a report on your progress so far. My honest, unfiltered thoughts. It is going
Make
to
sure
be
you-
a trial for you to read through. But
Okay.
But I hope as you get better and as you learn that when you read this, you'll fully grasp everything.
Yeah. Make sure you put nice stuff in there about me, like how I smell nice.
No.
What do you mean, no?
He folds the letter. And as he pushes the letter towards you. He just goes, "Thank you for your patience."
Okay. So
I'll go ahead.
I will give you, Tim, and Archibald a moment to dodge. Take the dodge action, some may say. But I think she's been trying really hard to give him space. But when he says thank you for her patience, she just wants to give him a big hug.
As you give him a hug, he just kind of like takes a breath. He doesn't hug back. You know he's not much of a hugger, but he's not
No.
rejecting it. Careful. People can see.
She just hugs tighter and she'll say softly, I'm so glad we're friends.
Be careful. People might be able to hear too.
And then she's going to push back a little and shout, I'm so glad we're friends
In the library.
Just kind of grabs his face. He goes, "Listen, Lucia. And I'm urging you on this. If I have ever had an ask for anyone, I typically don't ask much of people, but consider this one of the rare times that I do. I feel as if I have a read on your heart, and it is not. It is a taxing thing to ask someone to betray themselves, to betray their own heart. But to stand up for us, for all of this, to support us openly, it is detrimental to you. It is detrimental to Valora.
She shakes her head. Valora's already doing it, so. Shrugs her shoulders. You want me to defy my leader? That's a Valora question. That's not a me question. I'm just the retainer.
You see, there's a sense of resignation to him. Because he just closes his eyes. As he just goes, "This was an equation that's been written a very long time ago. I'm asking for you to not fight the inevitable.
What if I told you I could change the numbers.
I shouldn't.
You
shouldn't say.
shouldn't, but what I'm saying is the equation might have numbers changing, so the answer might be different.
It's hard. From your natural insight, it's hard for him to speak in such blatant optimism. To him, he's not catching the complete meaning. He sees it as just pure driven optimism that you can change the impossible. And he just goes, I suppose there's going. Convincing is a waiting game. He stands up. And just goes, you're doing very well.
You are too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He just goes. He picks up his material. Of course, everything. You can see the stuff was just really heavy on the mind. Very seldom. Archibald wears just so much armor on him. It's impossible to tell whether things seep through, whether the words are really marinating on him. He's so guarded.
I think she's drawn like little ducks and flowers on his papers.
He kind of points at them. He goes, those aren't words.
No, but they're pretty, aren't they? And they still tell a story, just in a different way. Like, for example, this duck is named Jim, and this duck is named Penny, and they're in love, and they go on adventures together, and Jim and Penny were once best friends, and now they...
Enthralling. He just goes,
Keeping this note.
he just goes, he just quickly snaps a finger towards you, interrupting your speech. He just goes, write this down instead. Present it to me the next time we speak.
She gives him a salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. That should be off. And you see as he turns, he just goes goodbye for now. As he walks off, as he just kind of like curls around the corner of a bookcase, you hear a sharp shatter sound, the sound of impact. As all of a sudden you see you hear someone go, "Oh!" Aside of celebration, there is a raucous crowd of approval as you didn't see what happened. Are you coming around to check?
If someone fucked with Archie, this library's gonna be set on fire. I go around to check.
As you go around, Archibald is clutching his head, kneeling.
Oh, no.
Ceramic shards in his head. Someone threw a mug directly at his head.
Okay, who was it?
You see, there's a crowd. There's a crowd of people. By the way, just to remind you, you can rewind time if you want.
Oh wait, yes, hold on. Can I please rewind?
buying time because there's no way I'm gonna be able to stop this mob.
Okay. He just goes, okay. Goodbye for now.
No. Just stay right here. I'll walk out with you.
And this time, much more attuned to your surroundings. You hear very hushed. Shh, he's coming around. He's coming around. He kind of looks at you, just goes, if you'd
I
like.
think it would be safer this way.
And she loops her arm in his
and goes, so anyway, Jim and Penny were once friends. Then they started to fall for each other, but they were so shy and nervous.
As I said, writing this down would be more pertinent to your skills. As you walk around the corner, you see the guy. He's about to. It's a a golden moose individual, seemingly a upperclassman, who is a dwarven in nature, braided beard, everything. He was reeling up for the pitch, and as he sees you, he just goes, "Oh!" Puts it down. He just goes, and you see.
What were you doing?
What was that?
What were you doing? Were you initiating? I thought we weren't allowed to fight in the library. I thought that was only on the grounds. Or did you want to fight with me? Was that what you were looking for? A challenge?
Beat him up. Beat him up.
Intimidation check?
Get him.
I think it's too because I can't get loud. Everything's just in a quiet threat.
Want a nat 20 so bad.
I know. I honestly might just make it one.
Don't make him one.
Your inspiration to spend?
I'm gonna. Do I have inspiration? I think we got one last. Did we get one?
Oh wait, you also have your bandwagon like reroll.
Oh yeah.
You're not
You do have
bandwagon.
that.
Oh, that's right. Am I at my Marvin?
Yeah, spend that first.
So can I have a reroll?
Yes.
Okay. Although she can't fucking fight for shit.
Not bad
15
for a +0.
for a +0.
Hey, I was just. Come on. I wasn't gonna do any of that.
I would hope you wouldn't. That would be a big problem, wouldn't it?
All
If
right.
you wouldn't do that, you seem like you're really smart. You seem like you know exactly, your way around the school, like you wouldn't do anything like that. You seem like a good guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a good guy.
Yeah. I'm Lucia, by the way. This is Archie. I don't think we've met yet.
Yeah, name's Devron. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Devron. Nice to meet you, too. We were just studying. Are you studying, too?
No, I'm just here with my friends.
Oh, getting tea?
She points to the mug.
Yeah, something like that. And you see the other guys are just kind of like giggling, like, "Oh, he's getting this. He's backing off. He's being a coward." You feel a tug on your arm.
Oh, she'll turn.
Let's go.
You sure?
She says quietly.
There's no need for this. Let's go.
Okay. Bye, guys.
She'll wave at the table of guys giggling.
And you see it's such a disgusting chorus of like people being coy, like, "Oh, see you," things like that. It's so disingenuous. It's so disgusting.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She has the high ground.
As you walk off, Archibald does this thing where he kind of like taps your arm, just an unspoken like, "Okay, you don't have to loop around it."
She lets go. Ew. Icky. Archie germs.
I suppose that's my fault.
It's fine. Like Archer germs aren't the worst. They just make you talk in really, really long sentences.
I suppose that's the essence of my being, yes.
And sometimes words that I really don't understand. I'm not sure many people understand, but
The point is that by maybe exposing you to that you'll have a better. Never mind. Thank you again, but you really shouldn't have.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Jim and Penny. One day,
Lucia.
Penny decided to. Yes.
What's happening now is something that's completely beyond our control. It's beyond anything. Not even the strongest lords in this place can do anything about it. It's an equation that's been written a million times.
She nods.
I don't want you to feel like. I don't want you to have that hope that you can change things.
And
It would
maybe
be
I
cruel.
can't.
It would be cruel of me to let you believe that.
She shakes her head. No, you're right. I can't control those things. But what I can control is me. And the way that I care for my friends. That's under my control. That's my equation to write.
That in itself. Could be a recipe for pain.
She kind of shrugs. That's kind of life.
I should be off now.
Can I walk you to your dorm?
I'm not going there.
Can I walk you to wherever you're going to? And if you're going to get ice cream without me, I'm going to be really upset.
I wouldn't dream of that.
Good. Can I drop you off wherever you're going to then?
Well, I have a feeling you're going to be rather persistent about it.
Yeah, I'm not done with my story. I haven't gotten to Act 2 of Jim and Penny's love.
Oh goodness, there's more.
Yeah, anyway. So, as I was saying.
And he just kind of like puts a hand up as he looks down the bridge connecting to the library to the rest of the school. His eyes lock onto the approaching figure of a person you've met once. As you see, Junior Executor Solanasi.
Is that the weird church one?
The one who's met you on the little arena like training ground? Yes.
Yes. Oh,
They-
fuck.
Gross. Ugh. I hate them.
They approach.
Sorry, I don't hate them because of this game. They've been in the other game for a bit more.
They approach with a smile on. They approach with a smile on their face, and Archibald just quietly says to you, just whispers enough, like probably talking to himself, but like for you to hear. He just goes. And they always approach with a smile on their face.
Who? That person?
The ones who want our destruction. And then Solanasi approaches, hands behind their back. They just go, "Hello, Lucia.
Hello, Junior Executor.
Archibald Raimondi. You want to speak to me? Is that it?" That is why I came here. Yeah. Let's drop all pretense. There are things I must attend. Take me where you want to speak with me, and let's do it quick. I sense that there is a
He's
tenseness.
ready to talk. No, it's Hutton.
I sense that there is a tenseness in the air. Perhaps the situation calls for it. Lucia, if you will please excuse us. There are some questions we have to watch about Raimondi on.
It doesn't help that Archie had literally just said those who want our downfall, and it's like, can I talk to him alone? And now Lucia's got to be like, sure.
Archibald
Can
goes,
I just
it's okay.
stand here? Okay. Well, I'll be over here if you need me. Not far at all. Just
I think
over here.
perhaps the situation. I believe you should get ice cream. I think the progress you've made so far warrants that.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Archie.
Good night.
Good night, Junior Executor.
To you as well, Lucia. Raimondi, please.
And before I go, can I cast real quick on Archie? Can I cast? I'm just gonna cast. Sorry. Spells are hard. Aid.
Aid. Okay.
No, not aid. No, not aid. Sorry, guidance.
Guidance.
Yeah, because cantrip, that should be quick, just to tap and go.
He gives you a nod. And he just goes, there's one thing. I'll give you homework.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to think about what this means. And next time we speak, I want you to tell me what you I want you to tell me what you believe it means.
Okay.
The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. That's it.
Okay.
Next time.
It's already clanging around in her head.
He just goes, goodbye.
Goodbye.
And the two of them walk off. It's bad being a blue wolf right now.
It's really hard. It's really hard to be a blue wolf right now.
Mm-hmm.
And well, there goes your plans there, but you gotta meet
Well,
Cole.
got to meet up with Cole and Valora in the cemetery anyway.
And you head there. Valora. Fresh off your chat with Vesper. You should head there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she goes to get her school stuff put away in her room and stuff, and gather what she wanted for the evening. So, like, not anything. I don't think she's getting anything, like, particularly special, but she has. I think she's gonna go out with, her, like, backpack that she takes with Phantom. And she's gonna go get Phantom to go meet with them.
Okay. You go ahead and get Phantom, who is so happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And as he goes through, you see he's straightening himself out. He is being a proper animal right now. He's making a show of it.
Uh-huh.
You're heading to the cemetery?
Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. She'll go to the cemetery, and they're not gonna like fly in there because it's a cemetery, but she will walk him up to there.
Coel, you see a fork in the path ahead of you. There are multiple ways to get here to the cemetery. Each fourth is occupied by a person of interest. One of them, Lucia, the other, Valora. They don't know that each other's on the parallel path. They're about to converge and see each other at the same time.
Under my breath, I go, she brought the fucking dragon. Okay.
I'm not leaving him cooped up all day.
She brought the fucking dragon. Okay.
It's her emotional support, Wyvern.
And then Lucy and Valora, you both... Lucy, I would say you first come across, as you kind of like come across his path, you see a wyvern cross your path.
Big wave. And gives the rest of her ice cream cone to Phantom.
Oh, hey, I guess they made good timing.
As you're holding out the ice cream cone, Phantom doesn't go for it, but looks towards you, Valora.
She's like, Aksun, which means yes.
Gone.
She gives Phantom a pet and goes, "We timed that well. Now it's time to investigate."
So, you have to remind me what exactly you guys were investigating again?
Well, something's kind of... Is Cole here too?
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah, I
getting
was
there.
waiting.
Walk
Yeah.
the rest of the way up.
I'm waiting
We'll
like
walk.
up at the gate.
We'll walk and talk. She'll say, "Well, the professors were really upset one night. So upset that one of them got really drunk. And so Cole and I were just wanted to know what was going on because no one would tell us. And also, since we just got here, you know, we thought maybe there's like a special holiday or like a remembrance day or something, but no one said anything. So we figured that if we went into the graveyard and we like maybe look at the tombstones, we might be able to figure out like what happened or maybe what's going on kind of thing, unless you know why the professors are so upset."
No, I don't know specifically, but yeah, if there is something here, I guess that would explain it.
Yeah. By the way, it's not doing so good for the Blue Wolves.
I know. Yeah, I talked to Vesper a bit.
Someone tried to throw a mug at Archie.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
He was part of the Golden Moose. He was a dwarf. I can't remember his name.
Why am I
Devron.
not
wasn't
surprised?
paying
If it's a...
attention. Devron.
Do I know the name Devron?
No.
It feels like it's always the Golden Moose.
I was gonna say, are the Golden Moose like? Are they good? Should we talk to Brimstone or something?
Well, yeah, we should definitely talk to Bryn, but like, you know, like, it's not that like, you know, there's plenty of people in Konica who I really, really like, but you have to understand, a lot of the richest people from Konica come to school here, and they feel very, very important because of that. and all their money, and they think they're entitled to. I think it makes them feel better to go stomp on old houses like the Vangas and stuff when they get a chance. It makes them feel like they're climbing the ladder up to power or something.
Oh. Yeah, it gives them an excuse kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure it's not just them. Anyways, so we saw Cole, right?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay.
Hi, Cole. Did you
Howdy.
find out anything?
Not yet. Been looking around.
Hmm.
I haven't been here that long, so
Well, the first thing we should do is what you recommended, right? Which is look and see the date that matches
Yeah.
closest with the ones where we found the professor.
So yesterday's date then?
Mm-hmm. And then maybe we can mark down those that might have passed on that date and see if there's like a correlation between them all. If there's something that relates to them or something.
I figured
Or
maybe we
once
could
we get
look it
the
up
year.
in the library or something, right?
Yeah,
could
like
go
once
back
we
to
get the
library
year, we
too.
can see the news archives and stuff too.
Ooh, now we're really detectives.
Assuming they have it, but yeah.
Well, should we get on it, junior detectives?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
So,
And pretend I don't immediately know what graves we're going to.
I was like, Cole fucking knows.
I'm not suspicious of him, so
he starts searching like elsewhere in the thing, like away from where they are.
give me one moment here. Bust out the good old fashioned notes. I should just have these fucking things ready by this point.
Need the names.
Yes.
I have them. They're pinned.
Thank you.
Welcome. They're
Okay.
pinned. Second message pinned from the top.
So, taking the moment to taking a moment to go through and, of course, moving in respect, a place of respect, and silence. You keep your whispers to each other. So tell me for Lucia and Valora, but mostly like, what are we working with?
a date.
Just the dates.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're just looking the date that the professor was super upset. That's what they're looking for.
Anniversary.
And
8/8.
and since the date was yesterday, I'm looking at spaces that have like refreshed flowers or more going on with them, because if anyone was mourning and visiting it yesterday, they would probably still be a parent. So that's where I go to where my eye is drawn to first for that.
There are fresh flowers, and I would say that it doesn't take you too long to spot something, because they're thorough with their dates, with the date of birth, the date of death. Cool. You walk towards the place where you knew where they were gonna go. Eventually, they figured it out. A row of headstones before you. Flowers, fresh flowers, not from the not taken from the ones on the front gate where it says take one. But ones that seemingly seem less fresh than the others, as if age has touched it. An array of names display out in front of you, all of them with the same date of death.
How many years ago?
This one is, let me see, sorry. Give me one moment, because I do have that fucking information.
Because we are 1471 right now.
Yes. This is 1464. So 7 years ago.
Maybe it was this 7 years ago.
1464.
So early in the school year.
And you see that it is 4 names, 4 different headstones. I'm gonna say them, and I'm also gonna type them. Dietrich Althos, Varen Ofandris, Ivanka Luder, and Granita Birchmane.
Granita Birchmane sounds familiar. Is that just me?
None of them sound familiar to me.
Yeah, I've never heard them before.
Liar.
Birchmane's not from another game.
Okay.
It's not a reference to anything.
I was like, Granita sounds really familiar, was the part that was getting me.
Huh. 7 years ago.
Did something happen 7 years ago?
Oh,
Something must have happened.
jeez. That would have been like
I mean, whatever
12?
it is, Professor Grantham would know about it.
Yeah, but they're probably not going to tell us about it.
No, definitely not. But, I mean, we could ask around elsewhere or just,
The library's a
Valora
good bet,
said.
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a starting point.
Yeah, I think so. And if they keep records of the school newspaper or the local newspaper, that would be something that would come up there.
So
Oh, none of
that's-
these are noble names, right?
None.
I figured even if they were a noble, they wouldn't be buried at Eira Bryn. They'd be buried with their family plot anyways.
Yes.
So,
So, and where next? Do we want to try the library?
Well, let's see if there's any others real quick that might.
yeah.
Okay, good point.
Cole's gonna wander a little bit. There's a specific grave he's going to, but he doesn't want to go straight there.
Mm-hmm.
After a few minutes, he stops at one. Huh. Hey, Lucia.
Yeah?
She calls from a couple rows down.
Kind of wave you over.
Coming. Did you discover something, Junior Detective?
I mean, I don't know if it's related. This one just, I don't know, something about it kind of spoke to me. Seemed a little sad.
Something seems sad.
She'll
Yeah.
peer over his shoulder.
I
It's-
gotta look too when I see them looking at it.
A short span. 3 years between the date of birth and the date of death. Begonia
Oh.
Lusardi.
Hey. Do you think... Oh no. Maybe it was like his niece or something?
Maybe.
Does he have
That's your last name, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings or anything?
No, it's always just been me and my dad. So maybe this was like his niece or niece or cousin, or she was only 3 years old.
Hey,
Aw.
Lucia,
Yeah.
I saw a basket of flowers by the front. Do you want to put some here?
She nods. I think that's a good idea.
Your mind wanders for a bit. Lucia. Arnola's never talked about any of this to you. Right? No. No, he's never talked about this to you before. Ever.
I don't think it even crosses her head that it would be a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just out of the question. You know what I mean?
Still, you can't feel some sense of. I mean, the situation's sad, but there's melancholy to be had here. As you grab a flower, a forget-me-not.
Did Phantom linger here at all this morning when we were trying to track?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So I think she maybe didn't pick up on the grave before he pointed it out, though, but now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think while Lucy is making her way back to go get the thing, I think Cole's gonna go grab one of the buckets.
It is cracked. It is aged. But it's not eroded. It's clean at the very least. But it's good to maintain it. Now because no one else will. That's only for you. That's only information that you know. Cole
Cole clean it in
returns.
silence while waiting for Lucia.
Lucia returns.
She goes, okay, well, Begonia,
She talks to the grave.
we're gonna make it all pretty for you, okay? So don't you worry, Cole and I are on it.
And she's gonna like get down on her hands and knees and start weeding, start sprucing it up. She'll put the flowers at the head of the grave and start to druid craft them into the ground so that they can grow roots, and a little bush will be there. A little just smattering of wildflowers will always grow there.
Should we clean it up, Cole?
She points to the bucket.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
She dunks, whatever it is, and right?
Getting you nice and clean, Begonia. You'll be shiny as a penny.
If pennies existed in this world, shiny as a copper.
There you go. There you go.
And she's just talking to the grave, because as a cleric, I think they're taught that the dead are always present. There's more of a connection than them being on another plane kind of thing. So I think she's just going,
This is my friend Cole. He had a crazy first day, didn't you, Cole? Anyway, Begonia, I have written a new story.
and she's just full on like cleaning the, getting it all spruced up, ready to go.
Haven't spoken with your father. You haven't spoken with your father in a while. This is family time. This is
counts.
family time.
Yeah, actually, on that note, she'll say, I'm really glad I'm not alone at school anymore.
As folks watch Lucia deal with this in the way she knows how. Grace, friendliness, always with a personal touch, and with optimism. It's clean. It's remembered. And eventually the moment beckons that, well, you have to move on eventually. But you feel like even though this person hasn't spoken back to you, you feel like you've gotten to know them somewhat. Well, certainly they've gotten to know you.
And I think before she leaves, just because Idun is the goddess of youth, right? I think she'll take a moment, and spring, I think she'll take a moment. She says her, prayer out loud. Blessed be the fruit, blah, 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 blah. Right. And then as she gets to the end of the prayer, she'll start to riff a little bit and say,
I used to think that there is a reason that the gods would take those who were so small from this world. That maybe you were needed elsewhere. So, wherever you are, Begonia, I know Idun is taking good care of you. And that in turn, you're going to take care of us. But I would have liked to meet you. We will, one day.
Another moment solidifying in solemn prayer. Onoda's always talked about the importance of remembering.
Oh,
Another form of affection.
that's awful. Wait, that's awful. The importance of remembering. She can't remember jack shit. Awful. That's awful.
The importance of remembering. That's another form of affection. That as long as you remember, then a person will never actually truly die.
I think while Lucia is, is saying her prayer, I think Cole is going to collect the bucket and get up and return it while she's doing the prayer. Like, halfway through, he just gets up and is going to take it away to go get rid of that stuff.
One thing has solidified in your mind, Cole.
Mm.
Lucia does not remember.
I think when he puts the stuff back, he picks up like a rag to kind of like wipe his hands off a little bit. And I think he spends maybe a little longer than he needs to wiping his hands.
As you wipe your hands clean.
Aww.
You do so. Yesterday is far away now.
Yeah.
It's time to move on.
Is Cole crying? Is Cole crying?
No.
Oh.
And Lucia, it's done.
She brushes her skirt off and goes, "Thank you, Cole. It was a great idea. We should do this more often. I feel like there are a lot of graves maybe that haven't been washed or had flowers planted in front of them."
Sure. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's okay. I know it's a little sad.
Yeah. We should get going. We only have a lot left.
Okay.
Library closes at a certain point, right? So.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about my story that I've been writing about two ducks named Jim and Penny?
Two ducks named Jim and Penny?
They fell in love.
And she's trying to, cause she senses that he's upset, so she's trying to, distract.
The three of you walk off. I'll say you're gonna go ahead and head to the library. If you want to conversate that, but
She tells him the story of Jim and Penny, which it may or not be based off of Jenny and Tim.
Yeah, I had that feeling.
Laura goes, "This almost reminds me of the whole boat thing. With the ships with the water and thing that you talked about a lot."
The boat thing?
So my dad always says that ships, they don't stay in the harbor, right?
Uh-huh.
They set off into the water. And when there's so much water between you and the shore, they're not made to just sit in the harbor. They're made with all the water around them.
She had it so good last time. She had it.
Is this like your favorite metaphor?
It's my favorite one.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite metaphor?
Well, yeah, actually, it's like a little poetic phrase. I heard it once, and it It's one I kind of think of sometimes. I think it goes. Well, I don't know if it's a favorite. It's just one I kind of think about sometimes, but I wouldn't call it a favorite. It's the axe forgets, but the tree remembers.
Oh my gosh! She grabs your shoulders. Oh my gosh! Archie just told me that. What does it mean? As she shakes you even harder.
Well, I think people means like you remember when people do things to you.
What
And
do
like
you
people,
like bad things or good things? What do you
Yeah,
mean
like
you
if-
remember things?
I think the idea of it is if a person hurts you, you remember it, but they might not really think about it all that much.
Yeah, what does like a tree do to an axe, you know?
Yeah.
But
Well,
what does an axe do to a tree? That's the difference, right?
well,
Yeah.
okay, but see that's I think
That's your favorite?
no, it's just when I kind of think about it's when I think about sometimes because I think that people kind of get it wrong actually.
Really? What do you think it's about, Cole?
Well, when an axe chops down the tree's gone. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to remember much of anything, but an axe, it's going to get chipped. It's going to get damaged. It's going to get real dull and you're going to have to sharpen it down. You know, eventually the axe is going to need to be fully replaced because it's going to get so damaged over time.
Oh, so by
So-
people's wicked deeds, they slowly erode over time, is what you're saying.
Something like that.
That's kind of sad for the axe, isn't it?
Well, I mean, they're chopping down trees, so who really
Yeah,
cares?
like maybe the axe deserves it at that point.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh.
we're almost to the library.
What a fucking the players are sitting here going, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we're almost to the library.
Anyway.
Before we get to the
To
library,
be fair, I don't think an axe or a tree remembers anything.
No, not really, actually.
I guess they were doing it that way. As you guys go to the library, first we're going to take the perspective off of all the characters. And we're going to go to a place quickly, away from everyone's perspectives. Aurier walks down a hallway in the administration building, going towards a place that she knows is her designation. As she walks towards the past the building where professors are working, knights are discussing new bits of security, what to look after, who to look after. Wherever she's walking to, it's away from the chatter. It gets quieter and quieter. It's almost unsettling as we deal with the enormity of this building. Not every bit of it is actually used. She walks into empty quiet parts, and then walks further until eventually life. Solonasi is there. At the end of one such hallway where they are sat next to it, where they are stationed next to a door. Ore walks forward. Solonasi just goes, Raimondi's in there. I found him speaking with Lucia. Just, I went ahead and got a few others to go and look after him. There's a scribe in there as well to transcribe any pertinent information that has occurred. Raimondi is aware of the presence of the scribe. Thank you. Aurier walks in to a presence of 3 others. Archibald sitting on a chair in front of a desk and paper. There is another member of the there's a member of the knighthood in there. They just standing to the side, arms crossed. And there is a scribe, pen at the ready, has already written down a few things. Archibald goes, "Hello, Executor." And Aurie's face does not move. Aurie looks towards the scribe and just goes, "This won't be necessary." Exit the room and axe any transcript of this. And then the knight goes, "Executor, your presence is not necessary as well. Feel free to title this down as a personal conversation. That does not need to be engrossed in any sort of bureaucracy." The knight goes, "We already went through all the effort. I mean, we might as well. Listen to what I'm saying. I want the room to myself now, please." A pause. The scribe has already read the room and gets up to leave. The knight gives her a side glance, but knows the chain of command, knows what happens if a knight was to disobey a high executor. And he leaves. The door closes. And Archibald goes, "This can't be a productive use of time." Aurie does not regard him. She listens for the footsteps down the hall. She waits for them to be quiet. And Archibald goes, "I can tell from the posturing that you're going to do something disagreeable. Can I ask before anything happens? Are you sure that you want to do this?" There is something to fight here. It's not me. And Aurie goes, "Where is your father?" "I don't know." She lets out a shaky breath. She's trying to maintain composure. And then something in her straightens out. It is a sudden snap in posture, in in her facial. A chill has come over her. I don't have anything to do with my father. I am a Raimondi now. And I know he's hurt a lot of people. But I haven't seen him since. And then all of a sudden, the distance between the two of them is cleared in a moment. Aurier is strangling Archibald. It is quiet. It is violent. A vice grip takes over his neck. He is lifted from the chair, legs kicking, before Aurier thrusts him against a wall. Aurier, with a coldness in his eyes, just goes, I think I have forgiven what you and your family have done to mine. Just, are you listening to me? He goes, it's a noticeable feeling when someone is focused on something else and they're not listening to you. So I want you to listen to me, and I know if the words aren't going through your mind, I'll break your neck here right now, and I'll deal with the consequences. I know who you are. I know what you are. And I'm not going to let it spread.
Oh, his disease.
And then Aurier takes a moment. Archibald has been on the cusp of going unconscious. There was a spell where he did. Before Aurier lets go. Archibald takes a moment to gasp. And just goes, I don't know what you're thinking, but you're plotting by coming here and bringing all of your friends with you. That's not going to free you from the things happening in your home. Justice comes, it always does. Archibald goes, this isn't justice. It's not. The distance between what is said and what is true. It's become an abyss. And you know that. This is my final warning. A reckoning is coming for you. And I will be there. And then, just like that, this private moment of anger, Aurier just turns and begins to walk. Before Archibald goes, "This is not noble. You're not serving a noble purpose. You're perpetuating hurt. If you were," and as he stands to speak, Aurier spins around, comes over. A knife is drawn immediately, and it plunges directly into Archibald's stomach. She allows the moment to pass. She allows the moment to hang. Archibald, already weakened earlier, can't even stand before she draws the blade. And then cast lay on hands on him to heal the wound. Archibald collapses to the ground. And the High Executor relieves herself of his presence and walks away. We're going to the library.
Yay!
Yay!
Can I please go pee real quick?
Not allowed.
Because I've been so stressed out, but I could not leave during that scene. Because if Archie died, I would be so upset.
You know how he dies. He's
I
gonna
know,
get killed
but-
by Aurier, by her
He's not
stabbing
gonna die.
him.
We're gonna save him.
That's
We're gonna have a 5-minute break, everyone.
Thank you, Break.
We'll be right back. See you then.
Break.
Hello, everyone. We're back. People peed. It was crazy. 5 minutes went by. Lives changed. We were just discussing philosophy and how awesome certain people are. Certain people. Do with that which you will. Anyways, oh gosh, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired today.
Maybe a short second half then.
We got 4 more hours to go. We got 4 more hours to burn.
Oh,
I was like, please no.
We've done it before. I'll do it again.
No.
When I live on the West Coast, we're going for broke.
We'll go for broke, baby.
Right. The 3 of you, sorry, the 4, Phantom's there too, begin to head to the.
Can get in the library.
Get to head to the library.
Phantom's especially allowed in the library, right?
As you get to the library, one of the librarians seeing Phantom just goes, just wags a finger like, no, please. Like, almost desperate.
Okay, fine, Phantom. You should wait outside. You can fly around the bridge if you want, though.
Immediately.
Jump up at people. Like, Phantom I should have him do this. Literally, he hides under the bridge and then jump scares people on the sky bridge to the library.
My God.
He's gonna get stabbed.
He can take it.
So making your way into the library now on your own. Now on your own free times. I'll go ahead and say that there are you definitely go to places that you feel strongly will get you there, and your instincts are right. There are books on the lives of different students at Eira. There are accomplishment books. There's detailed records that are monitored, but you can access them about certain students and names. So beginning to look for these certain names that you guys already have down. I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. Valora, I would say that you're the one who finds it. There is a book. It's a bit macabre, but it talks about the lives of students who have died at Eira. It's constantly updated. It's a fresh book that gets written in and displayed and redone every month for updates. And as you look through, there are depicted on these. It's mostly their dates of death, but very briefly, very rarely do they. From time to time, not very rarely, but from time to time, they detail how or what event occurred. And you see, mostly it happens for students who go on missions. Missions assigned by the ministry to the classes. You look back 7 years, and you find it. Sorry, 1 second again. Dietrich, Varen, Ivanka, Granita. The same date. All of them with the same text underneath it. Died with bravery, which is what you know is the code for died while doing something, died on a mission.
Well, that's vague.
Died with bravery. 8/8, which you know is very early in the school year. So what you can surmise is that they're not first years at the very least. It couldn't be. You don't go on missions that early, but no one's supposed to go on missions that early.
Are we able to find the news archive?
This is gonna require. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, all 3 of you.
I'm saying
Guidance.
in real life, I know how to search for newspaper archives. I'm kidding. It makes no difference. Investigation.
That's a nat 20 for a total of 32.
You're,
I
Hell
think
yeah.
you'll find it.
you're crazy.
I rolled a 13.
I'll give you guidance.
Guidance.
You want to give Albert guidance too?
15.
Didn't Albert just roll a nat 20?
He just, you know.
I rolled max on the expertise die too.
I just decided, you know, we're on nat 20s, but I just decided this is a DC thing.
Oh, okay, 32.
Yeah, you
I will
gotta
also
get
give you
36. I'm
guidance.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
I will also give you guidance. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, drat.
35.
Drat. Oh, drats.
I can use saving face to add another 2 to that if I want to.
DC 40.
If it's a fail.
DC is 45. Okay, but there's something that's instinctive to you, Cole, as you go ahead and sift through.
Yeah, so
Sift through
probably
things.
know a little bit more of what I'm looking for.
You catch a theme with these articles about bouncing about. If there's anything referencing anything bad or anything to like anything that makes the Eira Bryn life look less than, glamorous, it's always towards the back in small boxes. They're never like presented up front. So eventually you know where to look as you look through like multiple of the same articles of the same, like, because there's so many there's so many like news organizations throughout the times here at Eira Bryn. But eventually you find it. Something that's immediately pertinent to you. It goes, students perish on a special deployment. And throughout learning the details of this, reading the details provided to you, it can be summarized as this: 4 students were specially handpicked, chosen by the professor at the time, Professor Lambert Grantham, to head towards a special deployment that was going towards Linwyn Arnador, which is not immediately recognizable to you, what that place is. But it continues to state that the 4 students were slain by an unknown aggressor. They were the article talks about each and every single one of them. They're lengthy. It's talking about their lives, sisters, brothers. This person's leaving behind a wonderful family, and they all died heroes of the academy. And that the professor is the sole survivor and was heavily injured in the it was heavily injured by the aggressor. The special deployment was dealing with a local monster population.
Any specification on what kind of monsters there was?
In the article, no.
I'll like check surrounding articles to see if there's just like news of monster attacks or anything around that time.
They all
articles?
use the same designation, which was probably what they've been fed. It's called like a special creature deployment, which you surmise is something that the ministry has deemed it. The ministry itself has deemed it like, okay, this is of our interest. We need to send someone else to go after it.
Mhm.
Is
Yes.
there still a lot of monster activity there? I would probably know.
You would
Yeah.
you would know.
I'll point out the
If
window
you're
on the
reading
door.
reading this, it's like, okay, this could be faintly familiar to you, but places in Honorador are fairly like civilized, so something like this would stand out. And this is something of interest to your family, but you would know that Linwood's like a pretty decent like place now.
Hmm.
It's like a well civilized place. It should be now. It is a little off the beaten track.
Okay. How far is it from like the capital?
And there's another thing to point out. It is close to the capital.
How'd I call it? This is the king's fault. That's the Jenny theory.
The king killed them?
That's just the Jenny theory. Valora has no reason to think.
Wild that the king's like, let me kill these 4 children.
Is it though?
Timmy's face.
Is it wild?
You gotta-
Miss Lucia Lusardi.
It's not.
We gotta let you in on some stuff that's been going on.
Yeah, I'd let them if
Yeah,
I
I
get
would-
caught up on the article, I'll let you guys know what I know too.
Well, that sounds kind of sad. I wonder what kind of monster that was, but
Yeah.
kind of vague. I can't find anything about any details about the monster.
Well,
Maybe it was
unknown
the one that you
aggress-
saw, Cole.
Hmm?
Remember the one that you saw? Maybe it was that.
The big boar?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was an Aaron like war boar, right?
Oh. I guess
I think
so.
is what we were told.
And unknown aggressor, does that mean like a person?
A thing.
Because
Maybe.
like I feel like they would say a monster if it was a monster, right?
Does it looking like later? Any later newspapers? Did someone else go to deal with that monster? Did it ever get dealt with?
This hasn't been capitalized on. You start to find, but Valora's knowledge, who might be thinking about the same thing, is that like Linwood's a place that's habitable. It's been inhabited. Like,
Weird.
Yeah, like it's nice enough.
yeah, people live there now.
I've been there.
Yes.
I mean, I guess if we really wanted to know more, we'd have to speak with Lambert, Professor Lambert. But I don't think he's gonna really say much.
No wonder he was having a hard time.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Well-
shouldn't let on that we pried then.
No, I mean, I was thinking maybe we originally were gonna do this so we could maybe do something for him. I don't know if this really
Yeah.
helps with that.
I'm not sure if there's anything we can do.
We could make like a gift basket or something.
Maybe later in the year we get everyone to write some nice notes to him or something
Yeah, or maybe
about his
celebrate
impact as a teacher.
Yeah, and say like, thank you for being such a good teacher, kind of thing.
And I will say for you, Valora, just as a rehash from something earlier, just something to remember, is that Lambert being the sole survivor of a harrowing experience and being the only one alive is something that has famously happened to him before.
Oh,
As
it's
in
his
this
first time?
situation, or is
Milita-
it another one?
In his military history,
Yeah, okay.
before he's become a professor, his military career ended when he was when his troop that he was the commander of was faced with an ambush by Eira, and he was the only one that survived.
Honestly, I'm impressed he keeps teaching after going through something like that.
Man, they really like to hide all the bad stuff in the back of these newspapers, don't they? You think they put like bad stuff in the front as like a headline or something? But they
Guess it's kind
they
of
just write it so vague sometimes.
They
bet
probably
if we
don't want
looked in
people to get
the-
sad.
I bet if we looked in the town newspapers, it would be different. But the ones for the school, I mean, people spend a lot of money to come here.
Do you
They
think?
don't want to highlight that.
Do you think we'd be able to find any in Hafan that would be any different, or not really? Because it's kind of right here.
Maybe. If not there, I'm sure somewhere else, like probably their hometown would report on it.
Does it say
Hometowns.
where they were from, the students?
From Arnador, at least. In
I
theory.
mean, if they didn't want like information getting out, the families probably just got told the same story.
Yeah, I
I-
guess.
Student deaths are probably a sensitive thing here too.
You're probably right.
Man, no one writes their newspapers. So weird sometimes.
How do they write them different than the ones back home?
Oh, well, I mean, we didn't really get newspapers back in Canterbury's. It was more just like, you know, we asked the neighbors and then they said, you know, my cow gave birth, and then everyone went, yay. You know what I mean? It was
I do, yeah. That's kind of like home. Like
it
we
was
don't really
like
need
word
a
of mouth
paper.
kind of. We were kind of small, so it wasn't really like we didn't get like a newspaper news. Like sometimes word would come in through like somebody traveling, you know, through, but I just thought, you know, I heard of newspapers, but I don't know. They all just seem, at least the ones I've read here, they just seem kind of weird.
Not like
Well,
you
what's-
expected.
Yeah, what's weird about them?
I don't know. They just seem vague or like, I don't know. Kind of biased, I guess, maybe is what I'm saying. Like that one article this morning, you know what I mean?
Well, that's that specific publication, in my opinion. I wouldn't hardly call it a newspaper.
I'm just saying these are really vague too. These ones right here.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, the local press at for Anatom is better in my opinion.
Well, I can't read either of them right now, so
Yeah, you're
whatever
not
you
missing
guys say
much.
sounds about right. Yeah.
I forgot that's when we were all searching out of character. I forgot when we were all searching that you couldn't read them.
Explains why she got a 7.
That's why I didn't really bet on that roll.
I was like, why are you doing guidance on someone else when we're all rolling? And now it only just occurred to me, oh, well,
Because she
duh.
can't
Oops.
read that
Oops.
well. She's getting better, but
She was
I
looking at the
always
pretty
forget.
pictures. She could tell the numbers. She was like, oh,
I can.
dates. You were looking at dates.
She's
Do you know
learning.
numbers?
She's currently going through Phonics.
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 Well, I guess that's kind of where this investigation kind of comes to a close.
Seems like it.
I mean, if we wanted to get anything more, we'd have to talk to Lambert, and I don't think we wanna.
No,
Or
we
we'd have
shouldn't
to
move
dig in somewhere else, but I feel like the school would not like that. So
on. I think you're right. Well, now we know.
well, as for other investigations, Lucia, we have to do a little bit of digging.
That's right.
Did we tell Valora this? I
No,
can't
we did
remember.
not.
No.
I don't think we did.
A light bulb has gone on between the
She's-
two of them. Valora, it's concerning.
Lucia's eyes slowly slide over to Valora and then slide back.
Yeah, should we go take a walk, Cole?
Yeah, maybe we should.
What are you guys
Yeah.
investigating?
Oh, nothing really.
You know what I always like to say. You know, you asked for a metaphor before, and I forget how it goes, but it was something like battles won not on the field but in the planning. You know what I mean? Like you win with your mind
Yeah.
kind of thing, right? So sometimes it's important to like know your enemy, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Lucy, we should get going.
Bye, Valora.
Well, bye, I guess.
Wait, Lucy, a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Valora could like...
Wait, Valora's really good at being dexterous more than I am, so hold on. Valora!
Yeah?
Anyway, wait, hold on. Never mind. What, Cole?
Okay.
Well, I was gonna...
Just not listening again.
I was gonna say maybe
keep whispering in
she also is good at talking, right? And she's
Yeah.
important. She's like
Yeah.
she's a big name, so
You're
maybe
right.
maybe she could run like interference or something. like,
Yeah.
keep Melody
Distraction.
busy.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Valora.
For real this time? You like
For real
actually
this
want to talk
time?
to me this time?
Yeah,
I can listen? I can listen now? Okay.
You can listen now. Cole and I are undergoing a very secret mission to get intel on Melody Fidelity, and we need your help.
Okay, what do you need?
Well, we need her to not be in her room.
Are you breaking into her room?
No.
We're investigating her room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm breaking into my dad's office sometime this week, so I can't really criticize you.
Why are you breaking into your dad's office?
Need help with that?
Well, she takes from her pocket, she pulls out the key, briefly shows it in, puts it away. She goes, but, I mean,
Can I see that?
I wouldn't turn down somehow, but, you know, just about, like, the stuff, it's just about the stuff that we learned, you know, and she kind of gestures her head, like, down.
Down. What'd she look down at?
Like, underground.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I gotcha.
What?
Does Lucia remember this?
Yeah, does she? She does?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I'm gonna frame it like I'm pulling a prank on him, so I need to get some stuff from in town first.
Do you need paint?
That's
Well,
very
that would work.
specific.
So
That's
fast.
very specific, Cole.
I've got a lot of it. That's all.
I was gonna get the magic glue that doesn't come off, and I was gonna put it on his pens.
The magic glue that doesn't come off?
Yeah, have
That
you ever
sounds
heard of it?
awful. No, it sounds
My mom
awful.
sent me all this money, so I think I can afford it.
Whoa. Do you think we
My
can
mom sent
glue
me more
down
money
Melody's
yesterday.
Where
pens?
can we buy magic glue?
Well, I'm gonna check like the artificers guilds and stuff
Okay.
in town.
All right. All right.
But-
So yeah, you help
but-
us with this. Wait, Lucia.
Yeah?
This is
This
All
is
right.
negotiating?
Yeah. You
Okay.
help us with our heist. We help
You
with
help
your heist.
us
Yeah.
with our heist. We're gonna
Exactly.
help
We're in a library
you
still.
with your...
You help us. So we scratch your back, you scratch our back. You know what I mean?
And then maybe we'll give you a massage on the shoulders if you like that.
That's not what that means, but okay.
That does it? What do
No.
you... Oh, okay.
It just means she helps us, we help her. That's what it
Oh,
means.
yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Sure, yeah, I'll take the back scratch and the massage. She says.
All right. Can I see that key, by the way, real quick?
Why?
I just want to take a look at it.
She hands it.
Do I think I can make a copy of this?
You could.
Okay.
You know somebody who could, too.
When were you planning on doing this?
I don't know. I still need to go get the supplies and stuff in town. And I got kind of distracted, and I didn't sleep much last night.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
But
All right,
hopefully
so-
this
so-
week.
I think that's the plan. Is we break in? We're not breaking in, but you help us. So
We
I think
investigate.
Yeah. So what we need is we need to get her out of her room, and you got to keep her busy for a while.
Okay. So I just need to talk to Melody.
I believe in you.
But not in her room. You gotta get her somewhere else, and just keep her
Yeah.
busy.
Just
Like,
ask
invite
about
her-
her. Just
Okay.
ask about her. I promise you. If you
She'd
ask
love to
about
talk
her,
about herself.
she
and
loves to
also,
talk about herself.
you're really important, right? So
Yeah.
like maybe say like maybe your family is looking to possibly start like a show or something,
Oh no.
but they were considering her for like the main role or
You
something.
guys are not true
Yeah,
friends.
sure. I'll figure something out.
You guys are-
Alright,
I'll
perfect.
figure something out.
You guys are not
Perfect.
true friends. True friends
Tim,
would
by the
not
way-
make people do this.
Tim, by the way, I fully changed the topic after she gave me the key, and I just pocketed the key.
I was literally just about to say I need the key back.
Shit. Yeah. Hey, question. Can I keep this for a moment? I'll get it back to you.
I'm borrowing it from someone. I really can't afford to lose it.
I'm not gonna lose it, I promise. I promise.
Well, what do you need it? What do you need it for?
Well, if you're gonna give it back, you're gonna need to be able to like cover your trail, right? I think
Yeah.
I think I can make an extra.
Wait,
Okay,
can
well,
I
why don't we
have that?
do? But VPA.
Hi.
Is it
VP?
VP? Is it
How long do you
fucking
think I'm
VP?
Hi.
How long has he been here?
He just showed up.
Oh my god.
Hi, VP.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Oh my gosh. So good to see you guys again.
Yeah. I'll keep running into you.
I just thought, I just saw you guys in here. I thought, oh, I know there was people's faces, so I thought I'd come in here.
Well,
Yeah.
we were just heading out.
Well, yeah, what's up?
Oh, we're just doing some stuff.
we were
boring
stuff.
stuff.
Doing studying. You
I
know.
like keys.
Yeah.
Can I have that?
I like keys.
No,
that's
she
the key to
takes
my
it.
room. I put it in my pocket.
No, she was taking it, but then you put it in her pocket. She's like, oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's my room key. I can't give that away to anyone.
Yeah, we gotta. It was nice to see you, VP. I hope you and Robin are training well.
Oh no, yeah, he's been avoiding me. He's been avoiding me like really bad. I can't wait to fight you
and that's-
tomorrow.
that's-
I
That's
know.
part of his training style.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he likes to hide a lot. He likes to be like, oh, Snoopy, like a snake in the bush
Yeah,
and stick in
he
the bush.
likes
Like, ah! Oh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a really scary like dragon thing on the bridge right now. It's just it's scaring people.
Oh, that's Phantom.
Valor, you should probably go get that.
It's a ghost.
VPA. I hid something somewhere in the library, far away from where we're currently standing.
Whoa,
And
that's so badass.
if you're not the first one to find it, if you don't hurry, I don't think you're gonna find it.
But if you find it, you can have it.
My dad
Hey,
said
what
I had
is
the
it?
best nose growing up.
Well, then get going.
Okay. Wait, I can't find it. Am I
And
doing?
Cole, yes, I will water your plants while you're busy today, so I'll take the key back.
Oh, yeah, of course. There you go.
Wait, what does it smell like?
It
What?
smells like metal.
Walks away. Okay, it smells like metal.
Okay, guys, let's go.
As they're walking away, Lucia goes,
Wait, what was it though?
That was a lie.
You lied.
Yeah.
Can I note where she put it? And if there's any point that she's not looking, can I slip the key out of her pocket?
She says she was gonna say, but then he showed up. She was like, "If after I'm done, if you want to do something with it, whatever. But I just have to get it back to the person who loaned it."
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like an alibi situation. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have it. The key never left their place. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not
And
too
then-
worried about that.
And then you have an extra key if you ever want to break in again. Because
I'm
this
really
might be
not
like
too worried about it.
this might be a multiple break-in kind of situation. You know what I mean?
There's just no offense. I haven't known you very long.
Oh, well, I guess that's fair.
And like, I really don't want to get them in trouble after they did something like this for me.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So when it comes to Melody, though, how are we gonna do this?
So you just need me to go talk to her?
So yeah, so we had to make sure she's not in her room.
Yep.
You keep her busy.
Mm-hmm.
Lucia, you got great eyes. You keep watch. I'll
Yeah.
sneak in and see what I can find.
Yeah.
Real quick and easy, like
Yeah.
in and out.
Sounds good to me. Does that work for you, Valora?
Sure. I mean, how are you guys gonna let me know when you're done?
We should have like a signal or something.
Yeah.
Well, you got to keep her busy, like away.
Away, yeah. So
Like-
when will you guys when will I know you're done? You could send Phantom to me.
I was
But
gonna say you
Phantom
take
might
her on
be
a.
too big by your room.
I was
by
gonna say
you.
you take her on a phantom ride. You know what I mean? So she can't go anywhere. She's stuck in the sky. You know what I mean?
I don't know if Melody
that's
would get
fair.
on Phantom though.
Who wouldn't? Phantom's
you make
so
it
cool.
dramatic enough.
It's Melody.
You say the role's supposed to be for a dragon tamer or something. You know what I mean?
I've never met Melody, but I don't think she. I mean, she sounds crazy from what you guys have told me, but she
She's
can't
insane.
be that crazy.
She's insane. I don't think she's that smart, and
That
she's not
shouldn't be
very
a
nice.
problem.
She's very driven.
She likes herself
Okay.
and sweets. She likes pastries, and
She likes to make other people feel like crap.
yeah.
Well, I'll talk to her, and I'll distract her.
But you're real important, so you're the only one that I think could maybe She might be a little nice too.
Okay. So
Sure, why not?
Should we do it now? Should we do it tomorrow? Give us a day to prepare? I mean, it's already kind of late, isn't it?
it's your guys' heist.
That's the point. We do it
Oh,
late
that's
so that
the
way it's not
point?
so no one knows we went
Oh
in.
my gosh, investigating is so nerve wracking. Okay, I guess it makes sense. But wouldn't she be in her bed?
It's not that late.
It's not that late. No, yeah, I have plans tonight.
Wait, what are your plans?
Well, Vesper invited me to go along with them and the Blue Wolves for something.
Invite Melody Fidelity to that.
No!
I don't know if I can invite Melody Fidelity to that.
No! No!
But as long as this happens before that, I'm free to help.
Wait,
Okay.
they're having a party?
I don't think it's a party. I think it's kind of more solemn.
Mm.
Why didn't we get invited?
Well,
I don't
think
think
it's
we talked to any of them for.
I think they're trying to
today.
keep it on the down low.
That's okay. I'm sure Archie will invite me to the next one.
Anyway, all right. I'll get the costumes, and we'll meet back up in. I guess we could just all go to the.
I'll go knock on Melody's door. and start.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, we'll meet you there.
we'll meet you there.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait,
Right.
and I will send Phantom to tap on the window if there's an emergency and she's coming back.
Good idea, Valora. Smart move.
Okay.
Okay.
Get over to Melody's door.
Yeah.
I go to Melody's.
And I'm collecting because we have two, one for you, one for me. The
capes and the masks.
the black cloaks with the masks.
The black cloaks. Oh my god. Fucking plague doctor.
I make sure I'm wearing the one that I wore before, so you're not wearing that
And
one.
I'm just
I do not give you the one I killed your dad in.
As a two,
Oh Jesus Christ.
Albert, the funny music is
Yeah.
playing right now. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't break-
Exactly.
No. Okay.
It's cleaned. I cleaned it.
Valora, you make your way into the noble rich people dormitory. You make your way to Melody's room. It
What
smells.
floor is she on?
Huh?
What floor is she on?
She is on the floor beneath yours, so just
Okay.
right beneath the top floor.
All right.
How high is
Anyways,
that
it
from the ground?
smells.
What was that?
How high is that from the ground?
Lethal. It's a good distance. I don't think it'll kill a level 4 or 5 character though.
Okay, if she's right below yours, directly below.
Not directly below, just a floor below. But
Okay, got it.
yeah.
See if we get perch. Go from the perch to
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
room.
thinking.
Climb, we dangle down.
We take her perch down.
Yeah.
All right, Valora, you make your way up to the room. It smells so intensely floral. It's almost kind of choking already from the outside. There is a pinkish sort of like glow that sort of like radiating from the bottom of the door step. And like,
That's how I know she's there.
and you think, oh, that's strange because the noble dormitories, they have like the extra privacy thing, so you're not supposed to see like light coming out from below the step. So she made a conscious decision to do that.
I knock.
Opens up immediately.
Oh,
Hello there.
no.
It like literally your second knock and it's open.
Oh, hello.
Waiting at the door.
Your Melody, correct?
I see my reputation already precedes me.
Oh, it sure does. I just thought I should introduce myself since
Oh,
I'm the new Silver Lions leader here.
Naturally, that's what people tend to do. The Silver Lions leader. Oh, that's so adorable.
I'm Valora Avonlea. It's a pleasure to meet you. She holds out her hand to shake.
Ah, your name has the same amount of syllables as mine. I can instantly recognize that. And she
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
she pinky swears you immediately upon your handshake. You hold your handshake. She just does a pinky swear. Now we're bonded together by fate, by the pink strings of fate, something like that.
Wow.
You look inside her room.
I was wondering.
Can I just say? I'm sorry. You look inside
Yeah.
her room. Just oh god, just so much pink. Like you know those pillows where like you put a hand down and it makes an image and you put it up and it's like I forgot what they're called. There's a lot of ritzy stuff in here, but you notice that there's something really peculiar. In the middle of her room is a hole with a pole that goes down.
What? Wait, what?
Does she have a double-decker room?
What the fuck is this?
Or is
Bullshit.
Rod's room right below hers and they put a hole in
Ew,
it?
that's fucking weird if Rod's room is right below hers.
Since you have bequeathed yourself upon my presence, I'll go ahead and humble myself as well. I'm Melody Fidelity, but you already knew that.
I did know that.
Yes, you did.
So I was wondering,
Oh, really?
yeah, I was wondering if you by chance had some spare time tonight, if you didn't want to go into town, get to know each other. I heard there's this wonderful bakery in town with delightful pastries.
I give you the name of the bakery. I have it.
that one's on campus.
Oh, okay, got it. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh my
The
goodness.
date knows any. No, not
I
the date.
don't think you want. I don't think Valora wants to be anywhere near that date.
Are you asking me out
Oh god.
on an adventure?
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Adventure with just the two of us. Think about the possibilities. You,
Well,
the leader of the Silver Lions.
and you, the talented performer.
The question mark in her voice.
She's trying to say something she thinks will make her happy.
Yes. I'm glad you recognize that. I was so fatigued from the earlier interviews about the upcoming Melody Bowl. By the way, Lucia did not show,
Tim.
even though it was.
Oh no, Tim.
Melody turned into a Vocaloid.
Oh no.
Colloid.
Melody Hatsune.
Hello. Oh no.
Melody Hatsune.
Okay, try now.
Melody is overpowering my internet. Help me.
You're good. You're good.
Melody is hacking your internet.
She just. Oh gosh, but my mind blanks when I play Melody. I need to remember what you say.
I called
She
her a
literally
talented
takes
performer.
over.
You call her a talented performer. Gosh, she said something crazy, and I just completely forgot.
No, just said something
Adventure.
else crazy.
They're going on an adventure.
Yes. I'm glad Cream recognizes Cream.
Well, I'm glad you recognize me as Cream, because I've only heard the creamiest of things from you.
Stop!
Oh, the absolute creamiest. You're speaking her language.
Ew, stop! Stop!
Well, then we should be off. The sunset will be lovely.
Oh goodness, I thought I was so fatigued from earlier because we had an interview for the upcoming Melody Bowl, but Lucia did not show. My opponent did not show up to the to conduct the interviews. So many people were waiting for her to answer questions in regards to her origin and things like that. There was you had no recollection.
Tell her?
What the fuck was this interview?
It was on the posters.
Oh, well, yeah, I've seen the posters. I didn't see anything about the interview, though. I must have missed it.
Here, look at this. I have each poster from each event for each promotional period. And she goes back into her room. She walks up. She goes, "Oh, I love my room," and then picks up a poster. She holds it towards you. It says, "Melody Fidelity interview. Come bring your most hot, burningest questions."
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, why don't we go put it up in town, before the bakery closes?
But why do you think that Lucia did not attend such an event? I mean, she turns it around. It was on the back. and the back says, "Lucia will also be there. Get her."
Get her.
It's really hard to say. It perplexes me too.
You think the other participant in the main event would try, but I'm obviously carrying all of this. I mean, with my gravitas and poise.
Yes, well, she's my retainer, but
Did you know she can't read? Anyways, are you ready?
Let's go.
Wow, we love making fun of illiterate people.
Oh, here, I've decided to grace you with a blanket. You can carry this with you.
Oh, a blanket?
Yes. It's a blanket with sequins that says, "I am in love with Melody Fidelity."
Wow, that's very thoughtful of
The
you.
sequins on both sides.
Oh. I never liked overly soft blankets anyways.
I know, right? And now you know that this something has my embrace, my gravitas, my...
Wow, I'm honored. Come on. Let's go.
Hold on 1 second. My gravitas. This can't ever be interrupted. Oh, I interrupted myself. Goodness.
Gravitas. The best performer I've ever seen in person before you did the most impressive flips down the stairs. Like 5 flights of stairs.
Are you gonna have her fucking break her leg?
I
wish I knew how they did that.
Perhaps it did something like this. Does a cartwheel. Does a cartwheel.
Is she okay?
She gets up. She's bleeding from the head.
What the fuck?
That's just a warm up.
Oh yeah, are you alright?
Lucia, this might be easier than we thought it was.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Idun heals herself.
Ew.
Oh wow.
No.
Impressive. All right, let's continue down the stairs then.
There's a lot more steps.
No.
Fucking shit.
I'm imagining the scene of fucking from Death Becomes Her of her just like just falling down the stairs.
If I ever want to pay anyone to make it animatic, it's Melody falling down the stairs,
cartwheeling down the stairs.
It's falling down the stairs, and Scatman is playing.
Oh my god. I love her.
She makes me never mind.
I love her so much.
She walks out. She walks out of. You see that she approaches the door with like, oh, wonder, and then she looks up at the sky. She just goes, Eira, Bryn.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Doesn't it wanna make you sing?
Oh well, maybe if I could sing.
Good evening, Eira, Bryn.
I love. She rushes down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm following.
Good morning, Eira, Bryn.
Eira, Bryn.
It's night.
It's night.
Oh boy. Lucia and Cole are in a fucking bush waiting for this.
You can
Them to
hear her
leave.
coming down the stairs, I'm sure.
Oh,
You're
we
like,
know she's
bing,
coming.
bing, 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 and then, good morning,
Yeah.
I'm friend.
Does it sound like
fucking
pots
gushing
and
from her
pans
head.
are falling down the...
Is Valora okay?
I think she is. She's
It
walking.
sounds like they got into a fight.
Melody walks by a chess
Ain't no
game.
good.
Oh,
Lucy-
sorry. Oh no, my internet's so bad.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hello.
Melody killed him.
Oh gosh, Melody fell down the stairs too.
Melody has killed Tim. Melody
Sorry
has
for
taken
everyone
over
on the-
Tim.
She has.
Sorry for everyone. We're just having connection. We're having a little bit of technical issues. Melody jumped down the stairs a bit too
You
hard.
sound good now.
Oh, my OBS disconnected.
Do you want Tim? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Do we want to maybe pause it here?
Hold on 1 second. We can. But the stream's off. But the recording's still
Oh,
going.
no.
But the recording's still going.
So stream is big time frozen.
Yeah. Fuck me. Hello, people on the VOD. Stay with us a moment.